Dustin.
Oh, Dustin.
I was just watching you, Dustin. No, seriously, though, I was just watching you. What a trip.
That's awesome. Good to meet you, Kyle. Good to meet you, Debbie.
Hey
Guys are
guys,
hilarious.
thanks for being here for another mastermind. We do these Monday through Friday for 1 hour, 4 p.m. Eastern with the Viral Mentors Club. Hence the name. It's a way for us all to go viral on different platforms. But right now, we're going to go ahead and learn on YouTube how we can maximize our YouTube. Now, the first thing that you guys want to do, and I think the most important thing that you could ever do to your YouTube before you go viral, is make sure you're ready to go viral. Make sure you're presentable. Make sure your banner looks good. Make sure your about section set up, and make sure you have all your connections across all your platforms, and make sure you're using the right equipment. Now, we have some rock stars in here today, like every day, but we have a special guest. We have Dustin Mansell. Everybody, give it to Dustin Mansell. Woohoo!
What's up, Dustin? Hey, hey.
Hey.
Hey, Dustin, will you go ahead and lead us here the next 10 to 15 minutes and maybe do a screen share? Show us your channel. Tell us what you've been up to. I mean, I've seen online that you've been leading the leaderboards in all these different freaking companies, but man, you're actually pretty new to the network marketing space. You pretty much just led right off your YouTube channel, and you've been a six-figure earner this last year just using like your YouTube, right?
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, just in the end, what I used to do is I used to do lighting and staging for concerts, right? I actually just did one here in Las Vegas because my buddy needed help, so I went and ran a camera for Jimmy Kimmel down the street, and it was a blast. But getting into it, just like everybody else, when you first get into something, you try to figure out, wow, like how are these guys making so much money? How are they driving around in Maseratis? How are they driving around in Ferraris or whatever, taking pictures with them, right? And then they come to find out that most of these people are really just renting that car, right? And they're doing whatever it is, and they're putting it for show on there. But everybody comes into this place always thinking that's where they're going to be the next day, right? So for the most part, if there's anything I could say, if there's anything you guys can listen to other than anything else, is consistency. Just because you don't get any sort of reaction or fruits of your labor the next day doesn't mean to quit, right? When I talk to my team all the time, I tell them to make it a win to get people to opt in. Now, Tyson knows, and you guys all know this, that the bigger your list is, the more money you're going to make in this industry, right? The more that you have face, that your face is out there, the more people get to know who you are, the more money you're going to make in this industry. Now, I know there's other things out there called like faceless marketing. That's all fine and dandy, but people buy you, they don't buy the product. That's how I kind of go with it. So when I first started getting into YouTube, and it was another guy named Michael Mansell, which we are not related, but he's a huge marketer. I met him probably 7 years ago at a local event here. He's about 6'9". Of course, I knew his last name. And I went up to him and approached him, and I started following him and seeing what he was doing with his YouTube videos. And I just go, hey, I got to learn. So he actually taught me, right? But I'm not the kind of guy who just goes and watches a lesson and then learns. That's not how I am. I got to get thrown with the sharks. I got to go do it on my own. So I messed up. So as Tyson said, you do want to get the best things, but don't be afraid to start with what you have. I mean, literally, this phone right here is a phone that I was doing all my videos on. And then I would go, and I didn't know about cutting. I would just upload them. I'd do a quick 5-minute, right? And then I was looking at other people, and I just started doing reviews. And the thing is with reviews is what you want to get to is what people are going to type in to Google, right? YouTube is owned by Google. So if you go and type in certain things, you're going to pop up in the first page of Google, especially if it's an online marketing company that's brand new, right? Like Pay Per Letter, you can go look that up right now, and you're going to see a bunch of videos popping up. Now, there are people that are taking advantage of it and putting the word scam all over it, so that way people will click on theirs and they're getting free views. That aspect of it sucks. But if you yourself want to go and get, when people are searching, you want to pop up, that's YouTube, right? So there's a couple of keys. One, be consistent. That's it. Like, you have to do it. You have to go and follow through with it. Do not be afraid. Don't go, well, I'm not used to the camera. I was not used to the camera. Hated the camera. My family would walk in. I'd make sure I'd stop. Then they'd walk away. Then I'd start again. Now my door's wide open. They're all probably downstairs right now listening to me going, oh, Dad's up to it again, right? So you're going to be uncomfortable. You are, but you got to get comfortable being uncomfortable. And maybe you guys are professionals. You're already doing videos. Great. What I would do next then is every video that you do, cut it every 5 to 6 seconds. Right now, you've been looking at me the same exact way for probably 5 minutes now. Some of you guys are probably starting to fade away. You're looking at your phone, looking at your TV, looking at the clock, seeing what time it is. That's our normal brain that we do with humans. So try to change your look every 5 to 6 seconds. Now, you don't have to do it with the camera that's doing it. There's a couple different tricks. Like right here, this is here. So with normal camera, and it's covering that right there. That's why I have it here. But a normal video, I'd probably move this because it spells a word. When I'm cutting my videos, I can simply just flip my video. And so these two things will flip in the back, but it looks like my camera has changed angles. My kids will go, Dad, I didn't know you had more than one camera. I go, I don't. I'm just changing angles. And what I would do is I would go and cut my video, say if it's 10 minutes of me just talking, every 5, 6 seconds that I kind of slow down, I can see in the sound, right? Okay, it's down right here. I'll cut it. And then I'll zoom in. So you'll see my face like really quick, right? And then when I zoom back out the next 5 seconds, this thing's flipped around. And so you're keeping people's attention that way. That's why you watch every commercial, every TV show, every movie. You'll kind of probably catch it now. Every 5 to 6 seconds, everything's moving. And it's like that because your brain's going to go elsewhere. If it's just one thing that's here and I'm talking to you guys and it's just drawn out, you're just going to fall asleep and you're going to start paying attention to other things. You got to keep that brain going back and forth, right? Got to keep the brain stuff going. So those are the couple of things with cutting it. And like I said, you can cut it with your phone. You can record it from your phone and cut those things. Now with a Mac, there's a free thing called Apple or what is it? iMovie, and that's a free one. You can cut those things that way. On a PC, there's some free ones too. If you're really looking to get good with YouTube though and video aspect of it, you're gonna want to go invest in Apple products. To me, those are made for videos. That's what they're made for. That's what all the big shows are, or they're all cut on Apples and Apple products at least. But it doesn't matter. Even if you don't have it, PC, just go do it, right? That's the biggest thing is going and doing it, learning how not to do it, right? And then going and fixing it later. Don't go and, oh, I got to be perfect at it. Then I'm going to start doing it. Do not. You're not going to be perfect at it unless you do it. Tyson, I was talking to Tyson, I think it was last Friday, and what he said is perfect. Like Michael Jordan did not become the best by watching videos of other people doing it. He became the best by going and taking action and getting it done. And that is 100% true. Okay. So those are the two things right away that I would say instantly. Do not, I mean, yes, you want to get the best things out there. This camera that I'm using is like $100 camera. I got one light here. I'm actually going to get some more stuff coming up here within the next couple of weeks and get a little bit better, but don't be afraid to just use what you have. Right now, the biggest thing, this is the biggest thing that this is what changed everything, because I would constantly do videos and I would just, man, how come when people are searching, I don't know, 7-figure club or 7-figure, whatever clubs that there are, right? Whatever it is, how come I cannot get to the top? Multiple income funnel. How come I can't get to the top? I didn't realize that one of the biggest tricks is buying views for your video before it goes live. What that means is, and I'll show this to you guys right now, I'll share my screen, is these videos that are here, when you record your videos, make sure that it is, where's it at? Unlisted.
This is awesome. Do you guys like this? Thumbs up, guys, if you like this, what you're learning here. This is awesome. Thanks, Dustin.
All good, man. All good. So
Cool.
make sure that it's unlisted. So when you record a video and you're going to go live, make sure it's unlisted right away. Okay. Now, depending on what you're doing, if you're doing something like what's big right now, I guess, and every time I do these videos, there's always something that's big right now because there's so many things that are changing, and I'll kind of explain to you why I'm where I'm at right now anyways, or right now. But anyways, let's just say it's Nexus Rewards, right? That one's pretty big right now. So, or say Savings Highway Global, that one's big as well, right? So there's gonna be a lot of people when you're going to search for that thing, Savings Highway, and I think I'm saying it the right way, Global, you're probably gonna see a ton. Actually, this is my channel, so it's not gonna do it. Let me go to YouTube. And there's probably going to be a ton of right here. So there's this guy. There's going to be a ton all the way down. So it's going to be a little bit difficult to get up into the top 10. But if you do this, if you go and record a video, like this guy has 371 views and he is in the top. It's 1 year ago, but he's still in the top of the top search bar when it's right here, right? This guy has 2.6 views. This guy, funny enough, this guy right here learned everything he knows from YouTube from me, by the way, Eric Johnson. And he actually made a video of talking me down about 2 years ago. I had to send him a letter like, hey, man, you learned all this from me. How are you anyways, it is what it is. But this guy learned from me right here. Okay. He's also a big leader in Live Good too. And then this keeps going on from here. So let's say you're doing SHG and you're like, well, how do I get to the top? Right. Well, what you would do, this guy has 2.6 thousand views, 747 views, 2.5. So there's not that many views. So I would go purchase probably, I don't know, 1,000 views, maybe 2,000 views. They're 7 cents a piece. I think you could go to YouTube view booster.com. I think that's what it is. I'll find out what it is. I'll send it to Tyson. Maybe that's not it. Anyways, but there's this, you could go to it, and I've dealt with all of these ones, and I've seen the ones that stick, the ones that don't stick, because you could go buy certain views and YouTube will know it and they'll get rid of those views, right? But these guys here, now this is not bought views, but I probably bought 1,000 views before I went live. But what you do is let's just say you bought 1,000 views. Once it gets to 1,000 views, then you go public with it. Okay. Now you don't want to just have the views only. You obviously want to have your description in here.
So hold on, Dustin, did you say keep it unlisted until I get 1,000 views, then go public?
Correct.
Nice. That's like slingshotting my video forward, isn't it?
It's basically like walking into high school with 20 of the most popular kids in school, and they think you're the best thing out there. And so YouTube will go and they'll put you in front of everybody because YouTube wants to put the most popular people in front of
you're ready. You're showing up prepared to go to battle, man. That's awesome. I love it.
Correct.
Hey, check this out, Dustin. How easy would it be to go and be the #1 for Viral Mentors Club right now?
It's fine.
We're going to have 20, 50,000 people in the Viral Mentors Club, man. We could be able to, it'd be easy, right?
Oh, well, it depends on how many are here. If there's nobody that's done it right now, then yeah, you want to be the first one to do it because you get rewarded for making the first video for a certain thing.
So this video that we're doing right now, Dustin, is going to be the #1 video.
Well, then there you go. So that's it right there, right? Viral Mentor Club?
Mentors with an S.
Mentor. So what you would do is you do review because everybody wants to do a review on it or get a review on it.
Yep.
And then you would have these that would pop up. So right now you got Dollar Shave Club. You got a couple of these other ones. So nothing's on here with it. So if it's the first one, yeah, you're going to be the first one. And then you'll be the first one for probably forever. Like whoever is the first one to record a video on let's just say a new product just open up right now and say it's going to be open for 10 years. And you're to record the first video on it, you're most likely going to be in the top of the leaderboard. Do
you ever do that, Dustin? Do you ever beat everybody to the shoot and get?
I do. So I would do that on purpose. So about 4 years ago, I would actually go and search the newest things, and I would put on my Facebook, send me something that's brand new. I want to take a look at it, and I would get 10 to 20 people sending me the brand new things, and I would go and pick and go, okay, this one looks good. Then I would make a video about it. And then I'd wake up the next morning, I'd have 100, 200 people that had joined me already in that program. I'd be at the top of the leaderboard and I'd make some money, right? And that's how I was doing it for the time being. And then I don't know what happened here. Then I decided that I didn't want to do that anymore. And we could get into that later if you want to. But yeah, 100%. So if you guys are here, it looks like we got 16 people, including me, so 15. And if you guys went and recorded a video about the Viral Mentors Club, you guys, and put it on here, just went and bought 1,000 views, right? Made it go public. You guys would be the first one that's on top and people are going to look for it. Because believe me, there's going to be other people that are going to be sharing it with other people on their Facebook, on their Instagram, their TikTok, and people are going to do their own research. They're going to come in the back end and go, Viral Mentors Club review. And they're going to look at all the top reviews and they're going to see what they're going to see. They're going to see you. So they're going to join you, right? There's a lot of people who join me in different programs that was introduced from somebody else. Now it sucks that happens. I don't want it to ever happen to me. I don't want it to happen to those people either. But I do these for a reason, because for that reason, say that somebody introduced somebody, they barely knew them and they go, man, it sounds like a good idea, but I want to go take a deeper dive into it. They start watching my video. I explain to them, I live in Las Vegas. I have 5 kids. I'm a golf guy. I'm a baseball guy. And they're like, wow, I like golf too. I like baseball too. We start making that connection without me even talking to them. I'm making that connection with them just with this video. By the time I get on the phone with them, they already know who I am. I have to try to figure out who they are because I don't know who they are. But yeah, that's what I would do with Viral Mentors Club video ASAP is what I would do. And I would load that bad boy up here as soon as you possibly could.
Hey, no better guy to put on there than Dustin Mansell.
Right? No, 100%.
You'll have to help me with a good title. What do you think would be a good title for this Zoom?
So that's another thing too, is you have to name your video so whenever you save this video, you have to name the title of that video the same exact thing as you want this to be in the search bar.
Hey, let's just pretend that we're going to make this video. Let's do some research really quick. Can you show us how to do some quick research?
Yeah.
What we could possibly use for a title for this video right now?
Yeah. I mean, what I would do personally, I mean, if you went to Google and you're probably not many things are going to pop up right now because nobody's made videos of it. But if you went to viral mentors, so right now you'll see these are popping up. These are all the most popular search names, I guess, as you could say. So like viral mentorship YouTube, this one's a big one, right? Like if you were to go and just put viral infection, I think that's pink eye, to tell the truth.
That's the wrong kind of viral.
It is, but I'm just saying, like right now, if you were to go and get viral infection and name a video about viral infection, that means that this is the top thing that people have popped up with. So if you were to go and make a video about viral infection, when they put in viral infection, your video is going to pop up right here. See where it says videos? It's going to pop up. So with you, what I would do is I would go and viral, and then you said mentors, right? So mentors is here. Space. So right, it looks like a lot of people want to talk about infections with the viral thing. Mentors program. So if they were to click on this, you'll see that these guys would pop up here, which has really nothing to do with what you got going on. So this is a good thing. Your name is different than what's on the online world. So your name's already kicking butt from everything else. So congrats to that, Tyson, by the way.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Yeah, but what I would do is I would automatically go Viral Mentors Club Review is what I would do. That's what I would name my video, my first video. And so when I make my video, that's what I would name it as well. That would be the name of it. Because when you're in here, you can tell see here where the file name is. This file name says paid per letter update and review, right? The other ones that I have says paid per letter update or a paid per letter review. And it also matches my title that's right here. Those things go together big time. If you just upload a video and the video is just like recording one or something like that, right? They're not gonna talk to each other, and you're not gonna get to the top that quick. So what I would do is the Viral Mentors Club review, and then first thing I would do is I'd go to your back office and I would review your back office, and I'd say all the cool things about it. Some things maybe I'd even put in there that's not cool, like, hey, this is the thing that's here, but XYZ type deal. Don't have everything like over the edge. Like you got to say something like real about it. Like, man, it's cool. I love the color. I love this. I love green. Whatever the case is. And then always have a call to action, right? With me, the reason why I get most of my sales is because I give away a lot of value for free to people to join me. So I'll say, hey, I'll give you 1,000 free leads if you join me, or I'll give you a free vacation to Las Vegas if you join me, or hey, I'll give you a free marketing platform. If you don't have that, then try to figure out something where you can give away for value. And from what I get, Tyson, you could tell me if I'm wrong. Don't you get like a buddy's discount?
Yeah, we do have a buddy's discount.
So what you could say is, hey, if you join me, I'll give you a coupon to get 20% off. Obviously, everybody gets that, but
we do bigger discounts than that. I mean, we do
whatever it is.
$90 off, man.
There you go. So join me right now, and I'll give you a coupon $90 off.
He's saying that because he's putting his covering stuff up.
Sounds like Lamont talking. You there?
Yep, we're good now.
Okay, cool. Where was I at? So you would give that away as a bonus. Tell them, hey, look, I'm going to give you a coupon for $9 off. Now, everybody else gets it too, but that person watching the video doesn't have to know that, right? So that's a bonus. And then at the end, the way that you get free views at the end of these things is you want to put in the back in here an option for them to watch another video right here. So let me go to this video here.
Hey guys, Dustin Mansell coming to you.
And if I go to the end, oops. I don't think I switch it over in this one.
All right, bye everyone. You person that brought me.
Nope, I didn't. So what I've done in the past, I think I did this one really quick last week to tell you the truth. But what you do at the end of it is you want to have other videos too. So like say if the video said, let me show you, like go make a video of how to get the coupon for the $90 off, right? And then at the end of it, say, hey, if you want more information, how to get that $90 off, you're going to want to watch this video next. And then what happens is then it goes to your end screen, which is right here. And you should have that video that's right here, right? And you'll have a subscribe button right here too. And people will, because they're already intrigued with what you got going on, they're going to click here and they're going to go to your next. You're just going to keep them on your channel the whole time. Like a lot of my analytics that I have with a lot of my videos, if you click on them, I got a lot of views from the end screens, because at the end of every single one of my videos, I'm telling them, hey, if you want to learn how I get leads on automation, watch this. Hey, if you want to see how you could, turn all of your Facebook friends into automatic leads, watch this, right? And I just make videos about it. Now, it doesn't happen right away. But if you're just starting, just make different videos and just make a video on how to XYZ, right? And just push them that way. So you always want to have an end of screen as well. And if you're looking at this, I did not make this. I went to canva.com and I must have cleared my cookies because I haven't had to do this in forever, by the way. Hold on here. Continue. If you go to Canva, I love Canva. I mean, I'm on Canva. I haven't been on it in about 5 days because I've been doing the other job. But if I'm in my desk, Canva is on one of my screens no matter what. And you can tell all the different things that I do with Canva. But if you go to Canva and you go to, here, let's go to video right here. And then this will pop up with some, some of these templates that are here for it. But what you do is just go in here and go YouTube in screen. You could do a YouTube outro. So all these ones going to be YouTube outros. So this is, different ones you could do. This is another one right here. So you can put 2 videos in here if you want to. So at the end of it, you'll put your subscribe little thing in here and you'll put 2 different videos and say, hey, I got 2 videos I want you to watch. One is to how to get 1,000 views in your next video. And the other one's going to be how you can rank to the top of affiliate marketing, right? And they just put those videos in here and people will watch them. So always make sure you put it in screen as well.
Dude, that's awesome. Where do I get that template?
Well, just go to Canva, canva.com and then just go and put video in here. And then over here in the left-hand deal, you can tell it whatever you want, right? Like here's a subscribe. If you put subscribe in here, you'll have different subscribe buttons that you could add to your videos too.
Awesome.
Now these guys here, I do special trainings on how to get these to where it's in your, put a green screen in the background, but you could always go and look on YouTube. YouTube's badass for all that stuff. Just, hey, how do I put it in screen or how do I put a subscribe button? Those are things you could find for free on YouTube. Like this one right here too, like, share, subscribe. So at the end of it, it could be here. There's all these templates are in here. You can also go to Fiverr. You're familiar with Fiverr, I'm sure. Have them build you a custom one, like with your Viral Mentors Club. You could have your logo on the top of it and all that good stuff as well. But yeah, it's that simple.
So I got a couple of questions for you, Dustin.
Yep.
Out of all the platforms, which one do you love most? Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube?
Well, YouTube's my favorite, obviously, but Facebook's my second go-to. I master YouTube, and I'm not saying I'm a master at it, but definitely what I'm working on to be a master on is YouTube, and I'm working on Facebook at all times. I don't really do the Instagram; it's owned by YouTube, so they'll be able to see it. I dabbled into TikTok for a minute; it just wasn't my thing, and those are really the only ones, I guess.
So I'd like to do a quick shout out for you for helping us out here today. Dustin owns the company Paid Per Letter.
Yeah.
And I just want to let you guys know that if someone in the Viral Mentors Club is a part of that, check with them first to see if they have a link. If they don't, check with me. I've got a link, but I think it's a pretty cool program that he's put together. And, he's been in different companies before that have come and gone. And I think it's really cool how he's, put something together that actually works for the.
I have a link too. I belong to it.
Do you hear everybody? I got link. So yeah, check with your Viral Mentors Club sponsor because we want to keep integrity. That's one of the most important things here. But I just want to let you guys know that he owns that. If you guys seen it all over the internet, he owns that. And he also owns another one called Tada, which is also pretty cool. But hopefully, man, I don't want to take any more of your time. I think what you gave was of huge value, and hopefully that we can have you back again. And I believe on all these platforms, if you can master YouTube, you're probably pretty good on TikTok too. or you're probably good on Instagram, but maybe we could have you back a little bit later on this month for Facebook. I
sure.
think I'm the Michael Jordan of Facebook, but maybe we can have a battle off, me and you, and we can see what kind of cool stuff that we can show everybody, but just have fun with it. And you know what? If you think about it, Michael Jordan back in the day, he didn't just practice with experts, he practiced with his buddies, and that's why he became the best. And he also loved basketball. You guys know that Michael Jordan tried to play baseball, right?
I do.
He did okay. He just wasn't the best, but man, you definitely become the Michael Jordan of what you love. And so in the Viral Mentors Club, guys, we have 7 different categories that you can choose from. Don't try to register for all 7. Just choose the one that you love, because if you don't love it, you're not going to be consistent. That consistent word that Dustin shared at the beginning, you're not going to be consistent enough to become the best. And then you guys probably heard this before. Would you want to be sponsored by you? If you're only just a general in all 7 categories, like you're just okay at Instagram, or you're just okay at TikTok, or you're just okay at YouTube, you're not going to become the best. And the reason people join you in XYZ company isn't because of the company, it's because of you. So like, let's say you're the Michael Jordan of Facebook. Well, guess what? They'll join you in XYZ company just because they feel like they're going to get the value out of you in the Facebook training, the knowledge that you have. They will join you in XYZ company because maybe you're awesome at YouTube. Does that make sense? You want to throw some feedback on that, Dustin, since you're an expert in that area? Would you?
No, you're right. I mean, that's another thing I'd give away for free all the time too. Is I give away my free YouTube skills is what I would do and teach them how to do it. That's how that guy you seen on YouTube, he learned and he went and did on his own thing. So yeah, they're going to join you if you're good at it. Obviously, you go and I get it all the time. Hey, Dustin, can I join your VIP list so I can be the first to know what you're into? Because every time I look something up, you're already made a video about it. And that's because I'm pretty good at YouTube, right? And yeah, you're 100% right. Yeah. And also too, at the same in the same aspect of it, Facebook is cool. It took me a minute to get to where I'm at with Facebook because it takes a lot of algorithms and it takes a lot of picking and choosing your right friends and your right leads. It's hard to see like results pretty instant. And with the YouTube aspect of it, you're going to see results pretty instant because when you're buying those views and you're making it go and you're actually doing other things too by sharing your link with other people, like share it with Tyson and say, hey, take a look at this. Do me a favor and put a comment on the bottom for you because they like when people are commenting as well. You're going to see a lot of hits. Whatever link you put in there, you should be tracking it. You're going to see a lot of hits right away. You may not get sales right away, but you're going to see a lot of hits, and you'll be able to see the analytics of it pretty quick. That's why I like it as well because I'm the same way. I hate going. That's why I hate investing, right? I hate going and putting $1,000 into something and waiting 3 months until I see something come back. I know it's the right thing to do, but I like to see things like pretty quick. So with YouTube, if I do a video, instantly when I go public with it, I'm going to see sales. Now I will. When I first started, I'm just going to see a lot of people opting in, which is good. The more people that opt in, the more people, the more sales are going to end up getting. So yeah, man, master one thing. If there's one person to learn not to do that from, it's me. I tried to learn Instagram, TikTok, everything, and I was kind of mediocre at them. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do Facebook and I'm going to do YouTube, and that's it. And text message marketing as well, but that's a different animal. But yeah, try to focus on one, maybe 2.
So the other reason I created the Viral Mentors Club, guys, is because I have a YouTube channel. It's called the Curtis Circus because I have 6 kids, and I want to do one of those family vlog deals, with my kids. Kids do kids things. But when I was watching all these YouTube videos online, I just really couldn't figure out how to do it. And I couldn't reach out to these people that are already somewhat famous online or already an influencer because they just don't know who I am. You could be in their comment section, but shoot, if a guy's got 1 million views, do you think he's going to notice you? Right? So the other reason I put the Viral Mentors Club together is because it's kind of like we're on the court with our friends and we're playing a game together. So I want you guys to think of all the different platforms like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, team systems. The way that I put the Viral Mentors Club together is they're different courts. So right now we're playing the YouTube game with Dustin Mansell, and you guys are learning from the best. Now we're not watching. The people who watch games work Monday through Friday and then pay the pros on Friday nights and Saturday nights, right? You guys are right now playing with the pro, and just happens that Dustin's here today. And normally we don't always have the the viral marketers on here like Dustin, you know. But that's okay. When we show up to these meetings, guys, we should be playing the game with each other because every day we get little nuggets, we become better. And then the Dustin Mansell show up to show us more. But because you guys are here today, before Dustin goes, because it's much better to be on the court, right? Instead of just listening. Every time when you guys are online, you guys are just listening to guys like Dustin, right? Never able to talk to him, right? Untouchable, right? Well, guess what? Dustin's here for the next 5 minutes to answer some questions for you guys. So it's your time. You guys are playing on the court with them. Ask a couple of questions and let's let Dustin go. But go ahead. Anybody have a question for Dustin?
I do.
Question. Go ahead,
Real
Lord.
quick, real quick, Dustin, you mentioned where you can buy the a safe place to buy the views. Can you where is that again?
Yeah, it's funny you're asking that.
Do you have a link for it or something?
I'm in my back office right now trying to find it. So I will have that for you before I jump off, though.
Okay, great.
Get it to us, hopefully. If he doesn't, I'll make sure that the link is next to the video.
Yep. All right, there it is. It's YouTubeViewBooster.com. Isn't that the one that I put up earlier? YouTube View Booster. Let me see.
Yeah, do a screen share. Let's see if that pops up.
Booster.
But if anyone has questions that they've always had on YouTube, ask Dustin. He's right here. He's playing the YouTube game with us, guys.
There we go. Yeah, it is right there. Okay, YouTube. Yeah, go for it. I'll put the link in here. But I just found it right now.
Tell them what your YouTube channel is you guys been working on. Say, hey, man, can you take a look at my YouTube channel? Give me some pointers.
For sure. I'd love to do that.
I mean, do a screen share, Dustin, and look at mine, the Curtis Circus.
I was just gonna ask an overall question just about your success, man. I mean, you've been involved. I actually came across you because I was doing tons of research on Live Good. I was just looking for an opportunity, and you stumbled across my screen on multiple times that I look for multiple different opportunities. So you got your hands dipped in a lot of things, which is great. It just kind of shows your you know. I wanted to ask you what, you know, I'm in Vegas too. I'm a dad myself. What are some of your I guess your biggest challenges just being in this network marketing space? I heard you said that you've only been in this game for like 2 years or something like that. So, I mean, what are some things that you've come across where you just like, man, is this really cut out for me, and should I continue on and stuff like that?
For sure.
I had that.
Yeah, no, great questions. And it's been more than 2 years. I think I was almost killed like 8 years ago, and that's when I got into trying to figure out a different income, right? So it's been about 6 years since I went full in with it. And the thing with me is quitting. I didn't see any results. So like what 95% of people do is they just quit. They say, okay, it's it. I'm done with it, right? And there was 2 things I did. I said, I'm going to go all in with Facebook. And so Facebook meant that I don't care what my family and friends think, because that's the main thing, is you kind of care what people think about you. I had to learn that people, that their opinions to me aren't going to pay my bills at all, right? No matter how close they are. And I get one of my uncles who raised me is basically a father to me. The one person who talks the most crap on my post is him, right? He just thinks it's negative. He thinks you need to go break your back 9 to 5, and that's how you should make a living. That's not how I make a living. And he's 68 years old and still busting his butt to go make a living. That's not how I want to do it. So overcoming the family objections is one that you need to get rid of and be done with it. And then also the negativity. Like, I have been on and made a lot of money with YouTube with Live Good, is what you're saying. There's a bunch of other ones that I was into as well. And I did get some haters on there. There were some people going, oh, Dustin, you know, he's just viewing things or reviewing things because that way you join him. And yeah, that's exactly what I was doing. That's what my whole game plan was for, right? But now the one that I have with paid per letter, and it's the one that's probably helping the people the most. Like, everybody that jumps into it, unless they live in Idaho, and a couple other places too. I said Idaho because you, Tyson, but you know, Washington State, Michigan, they can't do it, right? But anybody else can do it. And I'm getting the most haters out of everywhere, jumping, making fake profiles of myself, doing videos about me, saying that I have created the wrong, you know, like I've fraudulent, like GoFundMe accounts, right? And when I almost got killed, I'm not lying, I was in downstairs of a hospital bed. I was T-boned and I had to learn to walk again. And so my uncle, the same one who talks the most crap, created a GoFundMe, right? And people would go find it and put it on Reddit, I think is what it's called. And they would say how I created that thing just to fraud people for money, which is completely not true. Yeah, completely not true. But the thing that gets me the most is that negativity, how to overcome that negativity part. That's me right now. But when I was first going, it's just that, man, I would walk downstairs and I would just be upset. My wife's like, what's wrong? I go, man, I just cannot get this to work. And I just wasn't doing it the right way. I wasn't staying consistent. I would do it for 2 days and then I would forget about it for a week or two. And I had to go and wake up in the morning and just go study it. If there's something that I wanted to learn, I'd go study it. YouTube is free. You can learn how to change your oil. You can learn how to walk your dog. You can learn how to do anything you want to on here, right? You can learn YouTube. People are going to try to charge you money to do it, but you can learn it. You can learn how to do Facebook. You can learn how to write letters the same way as we're writing letters. You can learn how to do it all on YouTube, right? So I would just go and master it and get over the fear of what other people think of you. Other people think of you. I don't know if you have that or not, Kyle, but a lot of people do. A lot of people don't want to go put their face on it because they're afraid what people think of them. They don't want to go talk to their mom or their dad, their aunt, their sister, their uncle until they make money, not realizing that they're probably not going to make money until they actually go talk to the sister, uncles, and aunts. And not because their sisters, uncles, and aunts are going to join them, just because it's a free trial and error. They're going to get a no, but you cannot get any yeses in this industry without getting no's. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but we're in the sales industry. Viral Mentors Club, there's a fee on it, right? You get paid for sharing it. That means you are a salesperson for Viral Mentors Club. You need to go get 100 no's per day to get 1 yes. Maybe sometimes 2 yeses, hopefully 10 yeses. But if you make it in your brain to where every single day you wake up, you're going to put it on a goal on your whiteboard. I'm going to get 100 no's today. And every no you get, there's 1, there's 2, there's 3. All of a sudden, you're going to see so many yeses come on board because you might get 100 no's and no yeses at all the first 10 days, but you're going to learn what to do different now. Well, man, I approached Uncle Johnny and I approach him like this. Maybe if I go approach this person, I approach him a little bit different. And you start mastering the game on your own. But you can't be afraid of no's. If you're afraid of no's, then go make yourself comfortable with being uncomfortable with getting a no. That's the biggest thing right there.
That's awesome, Dustin. You know, one thing I really like that I heard in the past, 20 years ago when I started getting in the industry, 2002 for me, but I heard a guy say, a dog does not bark at a parked car. So in my mind, I'm thinking of a car driving down the road and the dog's trying to bite the tire. You guys ever see a dog try to bite a tire in a car? So I'm like, the dog does not bark at a parked car. So I'm like, man, I must be moving. So any of that negativity or anything, I would rather people know who I am through negativity or positivity. I just want people to know that I'm alive on this earth, so that's the way that I keep myself going through that, Kyle.
Yep.
Thank you, Dustin.
So Miss Darla's asking a question on here, which is probably the most common question I get, was, will it work if you change a video to unlisted and then relaunch it? And the answer is no. You got to really, it has to be from the get-go. So when you do a video, you automatically go to unlisted, so YouTube doesn't know about it at all, right? And then once you get those views, then you change that to listed.
But by the way, that link didn't work.
What'd it go to?
The error.
Let me see.
Maybe they're having issues with their website right now.
If one letter could be off, or I could be where E's supposed to be or something.
Yeah, sometimes too, they don't like it if there's an S in it as well. Here, let me see. I just forwarded it to a link. So let me just put the link in here. If this one works. I like to, as well, as you guys could tell, I like to buy a bunch of domains and forward that to everything. So when somebody's asking me, hey, how do I get started with paid per letter? I don't have to go to like paidperletter.com/XYZ. I could just give them a domain, right? So I had that one forwarded, but maybe it's not the best. So there is the actual link. See if that works.
Congratulations, Lawrence. You just got a sign up at VMC. Good job, man.
All right.
So in this back office here too, let me explain this before I jump off here. So this is the actual where you go buy the views. So if you go to services or new order, you could go to, YouTube services. And then right here, you could buy a view for 6 cents, right? So 1,000 views for $6. Right here's the one that I use. I use a non-drop 20. I use this one. I buy 1,000 for $7. You could also do cool things too. And this is sometimes I'll go do this if I need some help with my video. Say my video isn't really where I want it to be. You know, it's not at the top of the leader or top 10. You could come in here and go buy comments, right? So these comments, they have, I don't know how they do it. I was not even going to try to learn how they do it, but they got a bunch of people that are real viewers that'll go and they'll comment and they'll actually look at your video and they'll comment about like the stuff you have in your description. So if it's something to do with like, say, Viral Mentors Club, it'll say on there, man, keep up the great work, Environmentals Club, right? It'll know it,
Nice.
and it'll do however many you want to do, right? There's 300, you could buy 1,000 for $300. I'm not saying to do that. You could buy 20, and I forget what that price is, but you could buy 20. That's usually what I do is 20 or so. You could also do custom views, or custom comments. So if you wanted to, right here. So if you wanted, or one of those things, I forget where it's at, but if you wanted to have like something that says, hey, Tyson, this is the best video I've ever seen in my whole entire life, man. How do I get started? I got $1,000 to send you Venmo right now, right? You could do whatever you want to. As far as that goes, you have Facebook comments as well. So the algorithm of Facebook is the same thing. The more comments you get, the more it's going to be on people's news feeds. So if you're having trouble getting comments on Facebook, you could actually put the link that you want to for the Facebook comments right here. And then I forget what it's $3 per one. So you could get 10 of them for $30. And it could be like, say, if you're doing something about the Viral Mentors Club and say, man, I found this awesome new badass, program called Viral Mentors Club, and it's XYZ, comment info for more information. You could just put info, right? And then all these people are commenting info, and nothing attracts a crowd like a crowd. So people are going to start seeing it. They're going to start commenting info as well. There's so many with this thing right here. There's so many different things you can do. Instagram comments, right? There's Vimeo services, there's LinkedIn, there's all this stuff that's on here, which is really, really cool.
There's a lot of free ways that you can get these views too without even have to pay for them to get 1,000. That's pretty easy to get. If it's unlisted, as long as you put it like, for instance, I build systems. Dustin, you build systems.
Yep.
I upload that video to the system. It gets 1,000 views as it's unlisted, right? Because I got the embed code and I put it on my site.
Yep.
Or you guys could take your video, unlist it, and put it on your blog. For those of you who have blogs that already have high traffic, couldn't they put it an unlisted video on their blog, get those 1,000 views?
100%.
And once they get the 1,000 views, then switch it to public and boom.
100%. I just don't know. I don't know how quick you get to the 1,000 views. Like, I'm a type of guy who doesn't like to wait, like I said, right? So I could get these views in about 12 hours is what I'll get them in.
I like that. Yeah.
So tomorrow I'll go live with it. It's just how I am for some reason. But you're right. Like, I own a text message marketing company. There's like 10,000 phone numbers that I have. So I can send a text out to every single one of them and have them and probably get a couple thousand views, but that's not free either. Each text message that goes out costs me money. So I've never really seen anything for this quick, this low price. 7 cents for one view is kind of, it's pretty low on the,
So what I am noticing though, is this program, the Buy YouTube Views, has an affiliate program connected to it.
Correct.
Does that mean that you have an affiliate link that we could use?
That's correct. That's what I put in there.
So if you guys are watching this right now, we're going to go ahead and use Dustin's affiliate link to get us started. But in the future, when you guys are watching this video, please check with your Viral Mentors Club sponsor to make sure that they don't already have a link. But if they don't have a link, go ahead and use Dustin's link that will be found under this video.
Right. And you don't really get paid out. I mean, maybe you do. I never even take a look at it. But what happened is the people that come in and use it underneath you, you'll get money. I don't know, $10, $20. There's nothing that's going to make you own your own helicopter, but you could just request to get it put into your account here. Then I just use this to buy more views on my next videos that I
just to say thanks to you, Dustin, for helping us. We'll put yours as the primary link. But in the future, if someone doesn't have a sponsor, go ahead and use Dustin's. But check with your sponsor at VMC and maybe help them. That $20 might be big to somebody,
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
So, thanks for doing that. We'll go ahead and stop the recording, and I won't take up any more of your time. But yeah, you gave some good nuggets. Anyone want to say anything to Dustin before I stop the recording?
I just want to say I appreciate you coming here. I learned after being online for over 20 years. I just learned something I didn't know before. So thank you.
No worries. No worries.
How about you,
Well,
Kyle?
nice meeting you, Dustin.
Nice to meet you too.
And Kyle?
Yeah, Dustin, you're the man. I'm a huge fan again, man. I had no idea that you were going to be on this call today, and when you popped in, I was very surprised. I thought that was honestly very cool, Tyson. Yeah, this was a great call. So
Okay, what part of Vegas you live in, Kyle?
I'm right against Lone Mountain. I can see Lone Mountain right outside my office window right here. So I'm right up against the hill. There's nothing after me.
Gotcha. I'm in Southern Highlands.
Alexander, you know Alexander?